Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to move through really nice advanced intermediate Vinyasa flow, and you don't really need any props unless you like to use them in your own practice. We're going to start today's class on towards the back, so you can make your way down on towards the back. Find a nice supine position, however you feel most comfortable. And then you can extend the legs, starting your Shavasana. Or if you'd rather have the feet wide, knees together, start there. We are resting the right hand on towards the lower belly, and the left hand can rest on towards the heart. And then there's nothing much here. Nothing to do. Just taking your moment. Settle in. Allowing yourself to come to rest before we start moving the body. Taking a deep breath in and long breath out. And notice how that hand on the belly starts to rise and falls. Rising with the inhale and falling with the exhale. And if you take a moment and allow yourself to become aware of whatever's going on in the body, you might be able to, with that left hand, feel your heartbeat. These two essential things that keep us alive. The flowing of the breath and the beating of the heart. You're doing great. And keep that awareness of the breath. And noticing how the breath flows in and out. And then gently taking both knees in towards the chest, placing the hands around the knees, and start to make small circles with the knees, going one way and the other way around. Gentle massage in the lower back. And then we're taking the right knee in towards the chest, extending the left leg out. Allowing that right knee to come up towards the right shoulder. Gentle opening in the hips here. You're doing great. Then we're keeping the knee bent, extending the foot up towards the sky. See if you can get a hold of the outer edge of that right foot. And if you cannot reach towards the outer head, you can reach anywhere behind the leg. Finding a half happy baby. That opening in the hip here. Keep that deep belly breath going. Deep breath in. And a long breath out, releasing the hold of the foot. And then bringing the right knee all the way over towards the left. Finding your supine twist. Bringing the right arm with the elbow in that 90-degree bend. And if it's comfortable for you, you can roll on towards that right ear. See if you can keep the shoulder blades nice and grounded. And if that means that the knee doesn't touch the mat, just let it hover above the mat. You can always bring a block underneath the knee if you'd feel like it. Finding your breath. Good. Then from here we'll be extending the left hand out and then reaching the right hand all the way over towards the left. And then sliding the left hand kind of underneath the chest. The right hand can become a pillow for the head or extend overhead. And the right leg is in your half frog. So a 90-degree bend in the knee extended towards the side. So we're opening the hips as we simultaneously start to feel a nice stretch in that left shoulder. And then slowly making your way up, keeping getting the elbows in line with the shoulders, I should say. And give me 1 second. I think my necklace is stuck in my microphone. Good. Now that's fixed. We're keeping the shoulders in line with the elbows, drawing the elbows towards the body, opening into the chest. Looking up here. Taking a deep breath in. Breath out. And the more you kind of draw the elbows in, the more you start to feel a stretch in front of the core. Inhale. And on the exhale, we are sliding that right leg back to meet the left. Firm the feet, the thighs together. And then bring the hands in line with the shoulders, kind of underneath the chest. Pressing into the palms, use them as support to, on an inhale, press yourself up into a cobra. Now see if you can allow that upper body to become light. Now keeping the feet pressing in towards the mat. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, maybe pressing yourself up slightly higher. Exhale. One more deep breath in.
And on the exhale, we allow ourselves
Come down towards the mat, curl the toes under, press ourselves up and towards the plank, so keep the legs nice and engaged. Come up on towards the toes.
core draws in and then pressing up, plank pose.
To send it back into your downward facing dog. Great. If you want, you can pedal it out, reaching one heel down, followed by the other. Awesome. Now we're in an advanced flow, so it will become quite intense pretty soon in the class. So do make sure not to go too far right away if you don't feel like your body's ready for it. Otherwise, we are going to bring the left foot down, right leg reaches up towards the sky, finding the three-legged dog. Good. We're bending the knee, we're opening the hip. Knee becomes the highest point of the body, but see if you can keep your shoulders nice and in one line. Good. Taking a deep breath in here. Then you shift the body forward towards a plank, turning on towards the outer edge of the left foot. Then stepping the right foot over, coming on towards the ball of the right foot, finding your wow thing. Inhale here. Exhale, opening in the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now listen carefully. We are going to bend into that right knee, sink down the hips, elbow towards knee. Inhale, extend it back out, well think. Exhale, elbow towards knee. Inhale, extend it out. Good, we're doing one more. Exhale, elbow towards knee, and then sit yourself back down on towards the mat. I'm gonna shimmy slightly back towards the mat. I got a little bit off track. And then that left elbow can hug the right thigh. Maybe the outer edge of the left upper arm comes towards the outer edge of the right thigh. Inhale to create length. Exhale, find your twist. Inhale to create length. And maybe on the exhale you twist slightly deeper. Good. One more inhale. And slowly release. Extending both legs out. Reaching your hands forward. Firm the thighs. Point the toes up towards the sky. Nice and strong. And then vertebra by vertebra, rolling yourself all the way down, using your core muscles. So we're going to make our way back down towards the mat in our supine position. Good. On towards the other side as we draw the left knee in towards the chest. And give that left knee a big hug. You're doing great. Moving that knee towards the shoulder. And maybe you'd like to bring the right hand back on towards the belly if that feels good. Focusing on your breath. And then from there we're going to bring the foot up towards the sky. Wrap the hands around the outer edge of the foot. Finding your half happy baby here. Keep engaging with that deep belly breath. And you're doing amazing. And then slowly release the hold of the foot and guide that left knee all the way over towards the right, finding your supine twist. Gentle bend into the left elbow, 90-degree bend. And see if you can get the shoulder blades on towards the mat as much as you can. Let the knee hover if needed. Rolling on towards the left ear. Finding your breath here. Good. And then from here we will be extending the right hand out. Left hand reaches all the way over towards the right side of the mat. You're going to shimmy yourselves a little bit more towards the right side of the mat. So you can let the body rest there. Now the left leg will be in your half rock. And with the right arm, you start to create this nice shoulder strap. Left hand can reach overhead, or maybe you'd like to make a pillow with the left hand. Again, a few breaths in here. Keep focusing on a deep breath in and a long breath out. And then from here, we're bringing ourselves up on towards the elbows. Elbows in line with the shoulders. Left leg remains where it is, drawing the elbows towards you, looking forward. Gentle back bend, nice stretch for the front of the body. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, we are letting the left leg meet the right. Pressing the legs together, feet flat on towards the mat. Bringing the hands again in line with the shoulders, kind of in line with the chest, underneath the shoulders, I should say. Firming the arms towards the body. Inhale. Rolling shoulders away from the ears, finding that cobra. See if you can rise up nice and high. Keep the legs firmly planted in towards the mat. Exhale here. Stay strong, you're doing great. You can draw the belly button in slightly, engage the core. Inhale. Exhale, good. One more deep breath in. And then on the exhale, letting yourself soften towards the mat. Then we're going to curl the toes back under, press yourself back up into a nice strong plank. And then coming into our downward facing dog. You're doing great. Taking a deep breath in here, finding your alignment, pressing the palms in towards the mat, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, great. One more deep breath in. Drop that right leg down, left leg lifts towards the sky, three-legged dog. You're doing great. Bending the knee, opening the hip. Let the knee become the highest point of the body. Inhale here. Exhale. Exhale. Now again, shift the body forward like you're going into a plank position. Then we're turning towards the outer edge of that right foot like you're going into a side plank, but instead we're stepping the left foot over, coming on towards the ball of that left foot. Wild thing. Finding a nice stretch here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Getting on the exhale, ready to crunch. So we're sinking the hips down, bending the knee, elbow towards knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, rising up. Good. Exhale, crunching in. Inhale, rising up. And this time we exhale, crunch it in. And coming into seat on towards the mat. Left foot stays down, right leg extends, finding your twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twisting yourself towards the back of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to twist. One more deep breath in. And then making your way back to center. Again, vertebra by vertebra, roll yourself down. So draw the belly button in and lower yourself down as slow and controlled as you feel like you can do. Making your way down and towards the back. This time we're bringing both knees back in towards the chest. Giving yourself a big hug, rolling the knees side to side. Lifting the feet up towards the sky, grabbing outer edges of both feet. Finding a full happy baby. See if you can keep lengthening the tailbone towards the front of the mat. Doing great. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more deep breath in. And then taking both knees back into the chest. And again, giving yourself that big hug. Then we're going to rock and roll up and down the spine. And we're going to end our rock and roll. You might like one or two tries. We're going to end it in Navasana. Boat pose. Shins parallel towards the ceiling. Or the sky, I guess. And hands can reach next towards the body, palms facing up. You're doing great. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. You're doing great. Exhale. Now you can stay here or you can inhale here. Exhale, find a low boat. Inhale, crunch up. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, crunch up. Last one. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, Navasana. Cross at the ankles and make your way into all fours. Good. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Knees directly underneath the hips. Inhale, dropping the belly, looking up. Exhale, round the spine, look towards the knees. Inhale, dropping the belly, looking up. Exhale, round the spine, look towards the knees. Great. Now you can flip the right palm so the fingers point towards you. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine, look towards the knees. Be careful with this though, don't go over your edge. If it's not comfortable, you can skip this one. Good. Then we're bringing the right hands back to neutral. Left palm flips, finger come towards you, finding your cat-cow here. Back to neutral. Good. Then we're flipping both palms, facing them towards us. Just a little stretch for the wrists. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. And exhale, round the spine, look towards the knees. Great. Palms come back to neutral. We're going to shift the weight towards the left leg, right leg reaches out, turning the pinky toe slightly down, just so the hips become nice and level. Left hand reaches forward. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bending and reaching the hand back. Maybe you can grab the foot. Inhale, create length, reach forward. Exhale, bend, touch the foot. And then one more. Inhale, create length. Exhale, bend, touch the foot. Maybe grab the foot. Kick the foot up and towards your hands. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, you're doing great. Maybe on the inhale you can kick it up slightly further. Exhale, good. One more inhale. And on the exhale, we release. Same thing on the other side. Left leg extends, turn the pinky toe down. Right hand reaches forward. Inhale, create length. Exhale, touch the foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knee, touch the foot. And then one more, inhale, create length. Exhale, bend the knee, maybe grab the foot. Kick the foot up in towards the hands. Inhale here, drop the belly, look up. Think of that cow pose. Exhale, cobra. Inhale, lift. Maybe kick the foot up slightly higher. Exhale, you're doing great. And release. I kind of lost balance there. Good. We're going to walk the hands slightly forward, making our way up and back into a downward facing dog. Good. Pedal it out, reaching one heel down, followed by the other. You're doing great. And then from there, we're going to bend the knees. Maybe you want to step, or maybe you want to take a little jump, bringing the feet in between the hands towards the top of the mat, folding forward there. Good. Grabbing opposite elbow, letting yourself hang. Inhale. Exhale, you're doing great. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath in. And then vertebra by vertebra, rolling yourself all the way up to standing. Great. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears, looking forward. Finding your breath. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath in. And a long breath out. Good. Moving through our sun salutation aim, meeting at the top of the mat. Grounding the feet down nice and firmly. Inhale, reaching your hands up towards the sky. Maybe look up towards the thumbs. Exhale, hinging from the hips, folding yourself forward. Good. Inhale, finding a halfway lift. Drawing the belly button in towards the spine. Find a nice straight back. And then on an exhale, we soften, we plant the palms. You can take a step, or maybe you'd like to take a little jump, finding your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in here. Long breath out. Deep breath in. And then we bend the knees. We jump the feet in between the hands. Good. Inhaling here for your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands reach down to come up, inhale. Hands towards the heart and towards the side. Good. Now really find movement in your sun salutation that feel good. So if you go off track with your original sun salutation a little bit, allow yourself to do that. Yoga is about what feels good, not necessarily about what looks good. So inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or jump it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in here and out. In and out. Good. Bend the knees, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands reach down to come up. Inhale. Hands towards the heart, towards the side. Good. One more. Inhale, find length. Exhale, folding yourself forward. Inhale, finding a halfway lift. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or jump it back. Chaturanga. Into upward facing dog. Into downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in here. Long breath out. Deep breath in. And a long breath out as we bend the knees, jump the feet in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften and fold. Down to come up. Inhale. Hands towards the heart, towards the side. You're doing great. Moving into Sun Salutation B. Hands reach down. See if you can touch the mat. Then lift the hands up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms. Step or jump it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then I'd like to lower the left leg first. Reach the right leg up. I know this is not very traditional for your Sun Salutation B. It's all about movement that feels good. We're gonna take that right knee in towards the chest as we shift the body forward. Step the foot in between the hands. Then we're coming into that 45-degree angle on the back foot. Reaching both hands up towards the sky, finding warrior one. Inhale here. Exhale, soften, plant the palms. Step it back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Plant the right leg. Left leg lifts. Taking left knee in towards the chest. Step the foot in between the hands. Coming into that 45-degree angle. Inhale, reach the hands up. And exhale, soften. Step it back. Good. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Great. From here, taking a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. And a long breath out as we bend the knees, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Bend the knees, touch the mat. Inhale, reach it up. Sink it down. And stand tall. Good. Moving into a little bit of a variation of this one. Touch the mat, sink the hips down, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step or jump it back. Finding your chaturanga. Into upward facing dog. Into downward facing dog. Left leg grounds, right leg lifts. Finding your three-legged dog. Knee in towards the chest, shift the body forward. And then step the right foot in between the hands. Good. Warrior one. Inhale, rise up nice and strong. Exhale, open it up into warrior two. Good. Warrior two. Toes off the front foot in line with the short side of the mat, and see if you can kind of get that outer edge of the mat, the outer edge of the foot pointing towards the outer edge of the mat, and then tearing the mat apart between both of your legs. Looking over the front fingertips. Standing up nice and tall, inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, you're doing great. One more deep breath in. And then straighten out into the right leg, so the front leg. Making your way into Skandasana on the back leg. Hands can come towards the mat or towards the heart. Inhale here. Exhale, you're doing great. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now nice and strong. You're gonna come back flat on towards the top foot, engage the core. Kind of shifting yourself back into your warrior two. Look over the front fingertips. And then we're windmilling ourselves all the way down, plant the palms, taking chaturanga into an upward facing dog, into a downward facing dog. Right leg grounds down, left leg lifts. Nice, three-legged dog. Take the left knee in towards the chest, step the foot down, finding your warrior one on the other side. Nice and strong here, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Good, open it up. Looking over the front fingertips, you're doing great. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more deep breath in. And then straightening out into the front leg as you kind of simultaneously bend into the right knee, finding your Skandasana. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale.
And then on the exhale, nice and strong to your warrior two.
Looking over the front fingertips and then journeying your way down into your plank pose, shifting forward, chaturanga, upward facing down, downward facing dog. Good. Taking a deep breath in here and a long breath out. Deep breath in and a long breath out. Bending the knees. Now we're going to change it up a little. We're going to step or jump the feet towards the outer edge of the hands, finding your Malasana. Sitting up nice and tall. You're doing great. Now you can't see, but behind the camera, some dogs decided to join us. It's adorable. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. And I like to sway a little side to side in my Malasana, but you do whatever feels good for you.
Okay. Plant the palms.
Straighten out the legs.
And see
if you can find a halfway lift, keeping the legs as they are. Then from there, we are going to bend back into the knees, straighten the hands out, finding a low squat. Inhale here. Exhale, nice and strong. Try to engage the glutes, squeeze the glutes. Inhale. Exhale, you're doing great. planting the palms. Good. I'm gonna heel toe the feet a little bit more together. Palms plant firmly down. Now, when I created this class, I didn't realize I would film it in such an unstable surface. So we're just gonna go with it. Excuse me if it doesn't work today. We're going to find our crow pose. So you can bring one knee towards the tricep, other knee towards the tricep, and then lifting up one leg, lifting up the other leg. It's actually a really good practice to do it in an uneven surface. Crow pose. Now I'd say play around with that. I'd like to lift up one foot and then the other. If you could just shift forward, do both feet at the same time, great. Play around with that. If it's in your practice to have the knees higher up in towards the armpits, then that's great too. Just play around. Inhale. Exhale, you're doing great. Inhale. Exhale, release. Good. Straightening out into the legs, finding your forward fold. Maybe you want to give your wrists a turn one way and the other way. Good. Then we're going to bend the knees. Bring the fingers over the mat as we sink down. Chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees, plant the palms. Step or jump it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're doing great. Left leg rounds, right leg lifts. Step the foot in between the hands. Warrior one, rising up. Inhale. Exhale. Warrior two. Good. Skandasana over towards the back of the mat. So pivot on towards the heel, turning the toes slightly towards the corner as you straighten out into the front leg. Finding Skandasana. Inhale here. Exhale back. Warrior two. Turning it down, planting the palms. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Same thing on the other side. Right leg rounds, left leg lifts. Taking the knee in towards the chest, shifting forward, stepping the foot there. Warrior one, doing great. Warrior two on the exhale. Inhale, shifting over, finding Skandasana. Taking a deep breath in here. On the exhale, shifting it back to warrior two. Journeying your way down, finding Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Great, almost there, guys. Gonna bend the knees, step or jump the feet towards the outer edge of the hand, finding your yogi squat. Good. Now this is where the real challenge begins. We're gonna come into a little mandala-ish pose. Now it will be quite a strong back bend, so just go with it if you feel like you have it in your practice. Otherwise you can do half of the mandala flow. So from our malasana, what we are going to do is we are going to reach the right hand overhead behind our back, lifting the hips up. Then you can flip, planting the left palm down. So now the fingers of the left hand are pointing towards me. Fingers of the right hand are pointing towards the back of the mat. Then I'm flipping the right palm too, so that both fingers are pointing towards me. And then I'm flipping the left palm so the fingers point towards the back of the mat, sinking the hips back down.
Journeying all the way back into
Malasana. So it's basically Malasana, Welfing, wheel pose, Welfing, Malasana. So now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So the left hand reaches overhead, place it back, lifting up the hips, reaching the right hand overhead, bringing both fingers pointing towards us. And then we're bringing the right hand towards the back of the mat, reaching over, finding Malasana. Good. Now I hope you got the gist of it a little bit. So we're gonna do one more to each side. Right hand reaches back, hips lift, finding your wheel pose, shifting all the way over, finding Vinyasa, and then one more towards the left. Left hand down, right hand reaches overhead, finding wheel pose, and then journeying through into Malasana. Good. Taking one more deep breath in here. If you want to do a few more rounds, feel free, pause the video and play around. Otherwise, we're going to make our way into a seat. And then, very gently, vertebra by vertebra, rolling ourselves back down on towards the mat. Taking both knees in towards the chest. Doing great. Just massaging out into the back a little bit. And now, if you have it in your practice, you can reach the legs up towards the sky. Now you can stay here, maybe you will lift them overhead towards the mat. Or in my case, towards the grass. Bring the chin up slightly to lengthen in the neck. And finding your breath. Now again, if you have it in your practice and you feel warm, knees can rest next towards the head. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, you can straighten it out again. Vertebra by vertebra. Roll yourself back, down. Good. Then we're extending the legs out, firming the legs together. We are going to shimmy the hands underneath the lower back, bringing the elbows towards each other, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, opening the chest. Exhale, let the head hang. If it's comfortable for you, you can drop the head all the way back. Otherwise, just leave it hang. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, you might like to make your way up to center. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to bring the hands behind or kind of in line with the shoulders-ish. Pointing the toes and then core engaged. Coming up flat on towards the feet, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale here. Exhale, nice and strong, nice stretch for the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, good. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release. Good. Making your way all the way back down. Knees in towards the chest. Going side to side. You made it through the practice. Maybe you tried some poses a few times. Maybe some poses didn't work out for you, but they left you feeling inspired. Now we're gently cooling it down. Placing both feet on towards the mat.
Taking the right knee in towards the chest.
Bringing the right ankle on top of the left thigh, finding your supine pigeon.
Now you can stay here if this is already enough of a stretch for you, or maybe you want to interlace the hands behind the hamstrings or the shin. Keep that right foot nice and active so the toes keep pointing up.
Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good, you're doing great. One more deep breath in. And then releasing the foot down. Sliding the right leg all the way over the left like you'd be sitting on a chair. And then you can stay here. Maybe you want to wrap the foot around the calf. And then letting both knees fall over towards the left. Right hand can extend out in that 90 degree. Maybe the left hand reaches towards the right thigh. If you want, you can roll on towards that right ear. Finding your breath. Connecting to the deep belly breath. Been moving through some intense heart opener. Connecting back to that beating heart and the rhythm of the breath. Slowly making your way back to center. Unravel the legs. Maybe gently side to side. And then the right leg, the right foot grounds down and the left knee comes in towards the chest. Get nice and active in the ankle by pointing the toes up. Bringing the ankle over on top of the right thigh and then reaching the hands either through to grab the hamstring or to wrap around the shin. Supine pigeon, rolling gently side to side. If that feels good for you, or just stay nice and steady. If you're able to, with the elbow, press the left thigh slightly away from the body and that's comfortable for you, feel free to do so. And then slowly releasing the hold off that right leg, allowing the left thigh to slide over the right, wrapping around once or twice.
And then coming on towards the left side of the body, letting the knees fall over towards the right. Extending the right hand out with that 90-degree bend into the elbow. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Keep going with a deep belly breath.
Slowly making your way back to center. Bringing the feet as wide as the mat and kind of windshield wiper the legs side to side. And with every time you go side to side, you inch the feet forward a little bit until the feet are all the way extended out into Shavasana. Now here you could shimmy the shoulder blades slightly underneath the heart space if that's comfortable. Feet can rest out towards the sides. If you want to connect back with that right hand on towards the belly and the left hand towards the heart, feel free to do so. Otherwise, I'd recommend to just come in your Shavasana with the hands facing up. The hands facing up is kind of a gesture to come into the receiving mode. Hands facing up, receiving the benefits of your practice. Receiving what working towards that open heart did for you. Heart openers, the back bends, working towards going into the day with an open heart. Whereas the hip openers more so work towards releasing emotions. So the combination of the both of them might leave you feeling maybe a lot of emotions, maybe very little. Could feel relieved after this practice. Allow whatever rises to be there. You're doing great. Allowing this moment to be all there is. Keep working with that deep belly breath. Or even gently allowing the breath to deepen now. allowing that new energy into the body. With every inhale and with every exhale, releasing the old. Inhaling the new. And exhale, release. Keep that deep belly breath going. And then you can slowly start to find some movement back into the body. Wiggling fingers, toes, rotating the ankles, wrists. If you want, you can take a full body stretch, allowing the body to wake up.
Maybe you want to take the knees in towards the chest and giving yourself a big hug. And if there's any other stretch you feel like taking, then please feel free to do so now. Otherwise, you can take a moment, roll on to your right side, close towards yourself, but with your heart facing up and open.
Towards what the day will bring for you, what the week will bring for you. And then from there,
Making your way back to center.
coming up into a nice comfortable seat. Bringing the hands towards the heart. Thank you so much for moving through this full-length Vinyasa class with me, focused on heart and hip opening. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And also, it would help a lot if you subscribe to the channel. I'd be really grateful for that. Thank you. Hope to see you soon. Namaste.